All right, let me get the music going. All right, guys, let's do it. So today we're going to start in child's pose. So I will just make my way to the mat. All right. So you can come in extended child's pose, which means you can bring your knees as wide as the yoga mat with big toes to touch. Send the hips back and you can walk the fingertips out in front of you. Or if this is uncomfortable for your hips, especially when you first get started, you can bring your knees, your legs, your feet together, sit back on the hips and send the fingertips back behind you and release the forehead on the mat. Right, so you can try both. See which one feels right for you. Good, and just arrive here, relaxing your forehead down on the mat. And just noticing how you feel. And right away, setting an intention for your practice tonight. And the theme of today is going to be centered around arrival, around presence, right? Around mindfulness. So as you connect with your breath and you let go of your day thus far, and we all meet each other on our mats, let's just be here now. Arrive here now. Remembering that you always have the conscious choice to arrive here now. You can return to your breath at any moment, right? You can return to your breath right now. Receive your breath right now. Right? Receive the inhale and let the exhale just effortlessly flow away. And notice it, right? Notice where you feel your breath. Do you feel it in your throat? Do you feel it in your nose? Maybe your chest or in your belly? And you can return to your body at any moment. You can return to your body right now. Right? So let's all arrive in our bodies. Notice the sensations. Where are you gripping too tightly? Where can you start to let go? And you can return to your heart at any moment. Arrive in your heart center right now. What does it feel like? What is it yearning for? I invite you to just listen, to be the conscious observer of your experience. Right? We all just want to be acknowledged, understood, and loved. So let's arrive here now to do exactly those things. Acknowledge, understand, and love your breath, your body, your mind, your soul, and even the darkest parts of your spirit. So let's all be here now. Inhale, take a full breath in through your nose. Receive your breath, fill up the belly. And exhale, let it go. Good. If your arms are back behind you, let's work to bring them out in front of us. So our fingertips are reaching out in front of us towards the top of the mat. And really just root down into the palms. Lift all of your fingers off the mat. Right? So bring your awareness to the sensation of your palms, really rooting down and connecting with your mat. And one finger at a time, we're gonna lower down, starting with our pinky finger. right? Notice what that feels like. Then your ring finger, nice grounding practice. Then your middle finger, index finger, and thumb. Good. Just take a moment to be a conscious observer. Beautiful. Start to walk your fingertips over to the right side of your mat. And try to reach your left fingertips further than the right so that you can really deepen this nice side body stretch. You can relax your forehead down, maybe a cheek, whatever feels comfortable for your neck. Good, and just really bring your awareness into the lengthening in the left side of your body. And breathe into it. Great, just really arrive in this pose. Good, and then start to walk your fingertips over to the left. And same thing, start to reach your right fingertips a little bit further than the left. Could relax your forehead down, maybe a cheek. And feeling this nice side body stretch in the right side of the body. Good. Whenever you're satisfied, start to walk your fingertips back to the center. Drop the forearms, and if your legs and feet aren't touching, let's just work to bring them together. Good. Bring the fingertips back behind you. Relax the forehead on the mat. On your next inhale, we're gonna rise through the torso, raise the fingertips up towards the sky, and bring our hips off our bums. Reach for the sky, rise. And on the exhale, sink back into your child's pose. Fingertips reach back behind you. Good. Inhale, same thing. Rise all the way up. Reach for the sky. Big inhale. And exhale. Release everything. Back to child's pose. Good. Last one. Inhale. Rise up. And exhale, bow down, fold into yourself. Beautiful. Inhale, keep your hips on your heels and just rise your torso. Good, fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, rain the fingertips down. Good, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, rain the fingertips down. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Good, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, we're gonna twist to the left. So right fingertips out in front, left fingertips pulling back behind you. Beautiful, rooting down into the lower half of your body so that the upper half can really rise, grow tall through the torso. Breathe. Inhale. And on your exhale, bring the hips off the heels. Plant the right hand down underneath the shoulder. Kickstand on that right foot. So bring the right foot, right shin out behind you, and send the left leg out long. Reach the fingertips overhead. Good. A nice side plank variation. Maybe you bring your gaze up towards the sky and you really open up your chest. If that's uncomfortable for your neck, you can just bring your gaze out in front of you or maybe down at your right fingertips. Good. Inhale, extend like you're being pulled in two opposite directions. And exhale, release everything back down, sit back into hero pose. Good. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, twist to the right. Beautiful. Left fingertips reach out in front of you. Right fingertips pull back behind you. And really grow tall through the crown of the head. Nice long neck. Good. Full deep belly breaths. Inhale through the nose. Beautiful. And on your exhale, come off your heels, plant the left hand underneath the left shoulder. Kickstand with those left toes, left leg out behind you, send the right leg out long. Good. Side plank variation. Maybe you gaze up towards the sky.
Inhale.
Open your chest up towards the ceiling. Right, for a nice twist. Or maybe you look straight out ahead or down at your left hand. Right, just notice what feels good for your neck.
3, 2, 1.
Good. Last inhale, lengthen, extend. And exhale, release everything down. Sit back in your hero pose. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release, let it go. Good. Send the fingertips, the hands out in front of you, and we're going to meet in a tabletop. Good. So let's get our alignment. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, wrists are shoulder width apart, and ankles are hip width apart. Good. And right from here, we're going to drop into some cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, raise the tailbone, chin, chest up towards the sky.
Inhale. 4,
Press into the palms of the hands, press into the tops of the feet.
Exhale. 4,
And exhale, round at the spine, tuck the tailbone, chin to chest.
And as you exhale, you fully release
Good.
all of the air, letting it all
Inhale,
go,
drop the belly
go,
into
go,
cow.
go. And as you
Exhale,
you
round
fully
through the
release
spine
all
into
of the
cat.
air, letting it all go.
Beautiful. Last one. Inhale, drop the belly.
Letting it all go.
Exhale, tuck the tailbone, chin to chest.
Letting it all go.
Good. Inhale, back to neutral.
Letting it all go.
Beautiful. So in neutral, just practice keeping your spine nice and straight.
Letting it all
So practicing not to drop the spine or drop our weight into our shoulders, but really pressing away from the mat, bringing the front body up to meet the back body, tilting your hip bones towards your lower ribs. All right, so a slight tuck in the tailbone. And from here, we're gonna send the right heel out. Toes are facing towards the yoga mat. Heel is up towards the ceiling. Good, you can stay here, or for a little bit more, you can extend the left hand out long, thumb up towards the sky.
Exhale.
Good, gaze is down at your mat.
1.
Remembering that slight tuck in the tailbone, lifting the front body up to meet the back body. Good, lengthen like you're being pulled in two opposite directions. And here we pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay here. If you'd like, you can release, or you can bend the back knee and take the left hand to reach for that foot behind you. Extend the toes towards the sky. Inhale. Open up your heart, open up your chest. And on the exhale, release everything nice and slow. Back to neutral. Good, and we'll come right onto the other side. So whenever you're ready, maybe you have to catch your breath or whatever you have to do. And we'll start to send the left foot out long. Good, heel is pressing back behind you, toes are facing the yoga mat. You can stay here, or maybe for a little bit more, you start to send the right hand out in front of you, thumb up towards the sky. Good, lifting the front body up to meet the back body. Send the energy out of that back heel and out of the right fingertips. And we pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. On the 5th one, you can either relax or maybe you bend the back knee, toes up towards the sky, and reach behind you. See if you can grab that foot. Good. Raise the toes towards the sky. Open up your heart. Open up your chest. Find your focal point. Rooting down into the left hand and the top of the right foot. Good. And on an exhale, release nice and slow and with control. Tabletop. Good. From here, we'll drop into some cat-cows again just to readjust the spine. So inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round through the spine. Good. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Last one. Exhale, cat. Good. Inhale, back to neutral. And from here, we'll meet in a plank. So step the toes back. Hips are in line with the shoulders, also in line with the ankles. Beautiful. Press away from your yoga mat. Heels are reaching back behind you. Take one big inhale. Notice how you feel. Notice the sensations. And exhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Now this is the first downward facing dog, so you can bend the knees as generously as you'd like. So you can really tilt those hips up towards the sky. Good. Working to get your ears in line with the biceps. Nice flat back. Good. Notice your breath. Right, remember, you can always return to your breath. You can always return to your body. You can always return to your heart. Good. One inhale. And exhale. We're going to meet in plank. You can take a spinal roll if you'd like, one vertebrae at a time, or just shift your way into plank. Good. And now in this plank, we're going to bring our feet as wide as the yoga mat. All right, so keeping your hips nice and level with the shoulders and the heels. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your hands slightly towards your feet and take your right hand with you to tap your left toes. Really briefly. Good. Exhale, back to plank. And release, downward facing dog. Take your left hand with you, tap your right toes. Good. Back to plank. And now we'll make our way into a side plank variation. So shifting onto the outer edge of your left foot, inner edge of the right. Open the right fingertips up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, release. Good. Other side. Shift onto the outer edge of the right foot, inner edge of the left. Raise the left fingertips towards the sky. At any moment, you can drop a knee down for a little bit more stability. Good. Exhale, release. Once again, make sure your feet are as wide as the yoga mat. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your right hand with you, tap the left toes. Good. Back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take the left hand with you, tap the right toes. Good. Inhale, back to plank. And once again, we move back into our side planks. Shifting onto the outer edge of the left foot, inner edge of the right. Raise the right fingertips towards the sky. Good. You can drop the left knee if need be. Exhale, release everything back to center. And other side. Outer edge of the right foot, inner edge of the left. Raise the left fingertips towards the sky. Good. Inhale. Exhale, back down. Good. Adjust the feet. Bring them as wide as the yoga mat. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your hands a little bit closer towards your feet. And now bring your left hand to reach for the outside of your left ankle. Right? If this is not in your practice, you can either rest in child's pose or just rest in downward facing dog. Right? Or maybe just practice tapping your toes. If you are here, you can look under your left armpit. Maybe you work to bring your chest out and through. Good. One more inhale. Exhale. Release the right hand down, and we'll come right onto the other side. Bring the left hand on the outside of the right ankle. And breathe. Bring the breath. Right, gaze under your right armpit. Bring your chest out and through in this nice twist. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Walk the hands back out into your wide-legged plank. Good. One more time through for our side planks. So whenever you're ready, come onto the outer edge of the left foot, inner edge of the right. Raise the right fingertips. Inhale, reach for the sky. Raise the side of the right hip towards the ceiling. Exhale, release everything down. Good, come right into the other side. You can drop a knee whenever you need to. Beautiful. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, come back to neutral. Beautiful. And from here, we vinyasa. You can drop the knees. Good. Start to bend through the elbows, keeping the elbows in towards the sides of your body as you lower your belly towards the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, release your heart down to the mat. Good. Press into half plank or plank. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Start to gaze up towards the top of your mat. Bend the knees and take a nice slow walk. Good. Into a forward fold. So bend your knees nice and generously. Let your belly relax on your upper thighs. Relax the crown of the head towards the mat. So there are no creases in the back of your neck. Good. Relax the head, the neck, the shoulders, the arms. Right, just let it go. Full deep breaths. Right, at any point, remember you can arrive and return to your breath. You can arrive in your body and in your heart as many times as you need to. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Nice long neck. Your fingertips can either be on your shins, your upper thighs. Good. Micro bend in the knees. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, bend the knees nice and generously and start to roll it up one vertebrae at a time until you're standing. Good. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Close the eyes. Just take a moment of gratitude, thanking yourself for showing up for yourself tonight, right? Nourishing your body, your mind, and your spirit. Right? You've already arrived. You're already here. It's already done. Beautiful. Open up the eyes. Inhale, drop the fingertips to raise them all the way up overhead. And exhale, hinge at the hips, bend the knees, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, and you can step or hop it into your plank. Inhale. Exhale, shift forward on the toes. Start to lower, keeping the elbows into the sides of your body. Inhale, lift up your heart, lift up your chest to upward facing dog. Good, really rooting down into the palms of the hands. Ears away from the shoulders, pressing away from the mat. Exhale, release your heart back down. Good. Inhale, press up into your plank or half plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. And we flow. Inhale, drop the left heel, raise the right heel towards the sky. Good. All of the toes are facing the yoga mat. You can bend your left knee as much as you need to. Beautiful. Inhale. And on the exhale, bring knee towards your chest or knee to nose. So shift forward into a plank. Good. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring knee to right tricep or right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left tricep or left elbow. Good. Inhale, three-legged dog. And on the exhale, step the right foot up in between your hands. Drop the back knee. Inhale, fingertips overhead. Low lunge. Good. So arrive here in your low lunge. Right? Notice what it feels like. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Gently shift your right hip crease back. We'll push the left hip crease forward. Root down into all four corners of that right foot. And root down into the big toe mound and pinky toe mound in your left foot. Good. Inhale. Reach for the sky. Exhale, take goddess or cactus arms. And just take a look to make sure your elbows are in line with your shoulders. Beautiful. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to hinge forward at the hips. Bring your elbows and forearms to touch. Chin to chest. Inhale, cactus or goddess arms. Maybe you take a slight back bend, you open up your heart, take your gaze towards the ceiling. Exhale, hinge forward, forearms and elbows together. Inhale, open up, goddess or cactus arms. Good, last one. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale. Open up your heart, open up your chest. Good. On the exhale, release your fingertips down. Raise the back knee. Make any adjustments that you need. And we're gonna inhale, open up into our high lunge. Right, take a break when you need to. If you need to straighten out through that front leg, shake it out. Right, at any moment, you can take a break. So just listen to your body. Good, same thing, squeeze the inner thighs together, root down into the feet, grow tall through the torso and out through the fingertips. Inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna plant the fingertips a bit in front of your right foot. Shift your weight into your right foot. As you bring your left knee in to meet your nose or towards your nose, towards your chest. You can bend your right knee or keep it straight, right? Whatever feels good. Good. Send the left toes back out. Inhale, high lunge. Good, we're gonna do that 2 more times. Exhale, plant the fingertips out in front of you. Send your weight into your right foot. Bend the left knee, knee to nose or knee to chest. Good, send the toes back out. Inhale, high lunge. Last one. Exhale, plant the fingertips out in front of you. Left knee to nose or chest. Beautiful. Inhale, high lunge. Good. And on your exhale, open up, warrior 2. Good, so your right heel is in line with the middle arch of your left foot. Good, right knee over right ankle, tuck the tailbone. We'll be here briefly. Tall through the crown of the head, head over heart, heart over pelvis. Good, flip the front hand, inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale, cartwheel the hands back down. Turn onto the back toes. And I want you to just step the back foot up, maybe 12 inches or so. Drop the back heel so that the left toes are now pointing towards the middle of the left mat. Line up heel to heel, and we're gonna meet in pyramid pose. You can bend that front knee as much as you need to. Good, nice flat back. So your fingertips can be on the ground, or maybe your hands are on your hips. All right, but nice flat back. Shifting the left hip crease forward, right hip crease back. Beautiful. Inhale, send energy out through the crown of the head, root down into the feet, squeeze the inner thighs. Good, on your exhale, bend through the right knee, plant the palms, and just step the left toes back into your lunge. Drop the back knee, plant the left hand. Inhale, raise the right fingertips towards the sky. Easy twist. Good, you can stay here, or maybe if you wanna bring those toes up towards the sky, and you can reach behind you to see if you can grab your foot. Right, don't worry if you can't. Right, that's not the goal. The goal is to just meet yourself where you are. Good, take one inhale, exhale, plant the right hand down, tuck those back toes, lift the back knee, step it back into plank. Beautiful, and we vinyasa. All right, so shift forward on the toes, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And from here, you can make your way right into child's pose. So your version, either extended with your knees as wide as the yoga mat, big toes to touch, or maybe you bring feet, legs, everything together. Relaxing the forehead. Maybe you rock your forehead right and left, and you just give your brows, your sinuses a nice massage. Good, and just taking a moment to arrive. Right away, just letting go of the practice so far. Right, and just be here now. Right, just notice where you can bring more presence, where you can bring more awareness and mindfulness, where you can bring your breath, where you can arrive in your body, right, rather than running away, or arriving in your heart and actually listening, right, rather than ignoring all the cues. Once again, just being a conscious observer in every pose you're in every moment you're in. Just observe. Right? The poses aren't that serious. They're not serious. Right? It's to learn from them, right? Not to master them, but just to learn from them. So as we go into the other side, let's just learn, right? Let's be conscious observers and let's just learn. That's the goal, to learn. Meet yourself where you are, learn new things, and just arrive. All right, so start to shift your gaze up towards the top of the mat. Shift forward, tuck the toes, and we'll send the hips back. Downward facing dog. Good. Right away, let's drop into our three-legged dog on the left side. So drop the right heel, inhale, raise the left towards the sky. Good. Toes are facing the yoga mat, heel up towards the sky. You can bend the right knee as much as you need. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left tricep or elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right tricep or elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. And on this exhale, step it up. Lower the right knee. Inhale, raise the fingertips up towards the sky. Good, squeeze the inner thighs. Root down into the feet. Bring left hip crease back, right hip crease forward. Beautiful. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, goddess or cactus arms, making sure your elbows are in line with the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Bring forearms and elbows together, chin to chest. Inhale, rise up, open up your heart, open up your chest, cactus arms. Good. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, open it up. Good. Last one. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, open it up. And on this exhale, release the fingertips down. Good. Lift the back knee. Find your foundation, right? We work from the ground up. And inhale, rise, high lunge. Good. Take a break if you need to straighten out that leg, whatever you have to do. Beautiful. And now you know what's to come, right? So let's just learn from it. Let's just observe. Observe what's going on in your body. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, plant the fingertips out in front of you. Shift your weight into your left foot and bring right knee to right nose, to your nose or your chest. Good, chin to chest. Inhale, send it back out, high lunge. Good, exhale, release the fingertips. Knee to nose or knee to chest. Beautiful, inhale, high lunge. Last one, exhale, release the fingertips. Knee to nose, knee to chest. Inhale, high lunge. Good, exhale, open up into your warrior two. Pivoting on that back foot. Good, left heel is in line with the inner arch of your right foot. Left knee over left ankle. Tuck that tailbone underneath you. Rise up through the torso. All right, so we're not leaning forward, but head over heart, heart over pelvis. Making sure your wrists are in line with your shoulders. Good, inhale, flip that front hand, reverse the warrior. And exhale, cartwheel it down, come on to the back toes. And you can step your right foot up about 12 inches. Have your right toes face the middle of the right side of your mat and line up heel to heel. You can bend through the left knee as much as you need. Keep a nice flat back. Your fingertips can relax on the mat. Maybe you take hands to hips. As you squeeze the inner thighs, shift left hip crease back, right hip crease forward. You can even hold on to something if you have something in front of you. All right, but lengthening through the crown of the head. Inhale. Good, exhale, bend through the left knee, plant the palms, and step the right toes back into your lunge. Drop the right knee, plant the right palm. Inhale, raise the left fingertips towards the sky. Into your easy twist. Beautiful. From here, you can bend the right knee, bring the right toes towards the sky, and try to reach with your left fingertips, left hand, to grab the outside of the foot. Right, if this is not available to you, again, that's not the goal, right? The goal is to meet yourself where you are. Good, take one more inhale wherever you are. And exhale, release the left fingertips back down to the mat. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step it back into your plank. Good, and we'll take our last vinyasa. Shift forward onto the toes, bend the elbows, keeping them nice and close to the side of the body. You can drop the knees, lower the belly. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And on the exhale, send it right back into child's pose. You can come into your version, either extended or everything close together. Good, and just noticing how you feel. Right, noticing if that side was a little different. Right, sometimes the second side is a little bit easier because we already did it. Right, so we know what to expect, we know what's to come. And even myself, you know, as a teacher and a practitioner, I find that when I teach the second side, it always feels a little bit more smooth, right? So I'm learning with you, I'm observing with you. right? We are forever learning, we are forever growing. So let's just do that, be conscious observers, arrive in every moment as if it's a new moment, as if we're experiencing it for the first time. Just arrive, just be here now, just observe. Right, observe your breath. Notice what it feels like. Arrive in your body. Right, notice all the sensations. And arrive in your heart. I invite you to lead with an open heart and just feel into things. Okay, let's take one more conscious breath in through the nose, filling up your belly with air. And exhale, sink your heart towards the mat. Good. Bring your gaze towards the top of the mat and shift your heart forward. Bring your knees just closer together. And right from here, we're going to step up into Malasana, a yogi squat. So I'll turn this way. And you can just step up from here and sit your hips back. If you find this difficult, you can start standing up. Sometimes it's easier to get into it if you stand. And you can bring your feet wider than hip width, right? Toes pointing out, and right away you just lower the hips. Right, if you need to come onto the toes and lift the heels, totally okay. Right, and just be here, nice flat back. Beautiful. If you can get your palms together, feel free. If not, no worries. And just breathe here for a moment. You can close the eyes and just notice the sensation, right? We won't be here long. Good. Even if you need to move around a little bit, right? Create a little bit more space. Sometimes that feels good. Wherever you are, just breathe into it, feel into it, notice the sensations. We'll take one more breath. Good. Exhale, open your eyes if they're closed. And you can swim your fingertips back behind you to plant them. And then we'll just set our bums down. Bring your feet in towards each other. All right, soles of the feet are connecting. Sitting up nice and tall. So if you need to, you can send your toes out in front of you just to create a little bit more length in the spine if you notice that you're curving a little bit. Right, so the closer your heels are towards your pelvis, it gets a little bit more difficult to keep your spine straight. Right, so send them out as much as you need to. And let's just use our hands and our thumbs to give our feet a nice little massage. So again, just be an observer. Right? Notice the sensations. This is even good to do if you had a stressful day and you're in your mind, right? And you want to get out of your mind and into your body. Right? Something as simple as giving your feet a massage can help to relax the body, relax the mind. So just notice the sensations, notice how this feels for you. Right? Notice if you're resisting. Right? Why are you resisting? Is it difficult to show yourself some love, some compassion? Right? Does this feel awkward? Maybe that means we just don't do this enough. Okay, so just notice how this feels. Observe the sensation. Good. We'll be here for one more moment. So just be here now. Arrive here now. Good. And when you're ready, you can stop at any point. Feel free to stay here if you'd like and do this for the remainder of the time. Or if you'd like, we're going to make our way into pigeon. So right from here, we're going to shift onto the outer edge of the right hip, send the left foot back behind us, and make any adjustments that you need. Right, so I like to keep my heel closer to my pelvis. It just gives me more space in the hips. So we're going to square our hips towards the top of the mat. Good, just look behind you. Make sure your left toes are pointing straight back. You can stay here, or you can start to lower onto your forearms. Right, just noticing how this feels. And if you'd like, you can start to walk your fingertips all the way out, and maybe you can get your forehead onto the yoga mat, right? But once again, if not, remember, that's not the goal, right? The goal is to just arrive, and you're already doing that, right? You're already here. So wherever you are, you can close your eyes. Be with your breath, be with your body, and be with your heart. Good. Take one more full deep breath. Receive your breath. And exhale. Fold into yourself effortlessly. Good. Inhale. Start to walk your fingertips back towards your torso, towards your hips. And we're going to make our way to the other side. So again, you can shift your weight towards your right hip. Swing the left foot now out in front of you. Shift to the left hip and swing the right toes back behind you. Good. So making any adjustments that you need, right? So we want to get our hips underneath us so that we're not leaning on one side, right? So I'm going to turn this way so that I can show you what I mean, right? So we don't want to be leaning onto one side, but we want to be nice and squared towards the front. So you can bring your heel closer to your pelvis, and that helps. So you can stay here. Just make sure your back toes are pointing directly behind you. And you can start to lower onto your forearms. Good, and maybe you walk your fingertips all the way out. Right, totally up to you. Just be here with your body, your breath, your spirit, right, your heart. Good, take one more full deep breath. Receive your breath. And exhale. Just let it go, effortlessly folding into yourself. Inhale, walk your fingertips back towards your hips. Good. Shift on to that left hip and swing the right toes out in front of you. We're going to send both legs out long and come into a quick forward fold. So inhale, arms overhead. Sit up nice and tall, bending the knees as much as you need to create length in that spine. Exhale, fingertips rain down by your sides, and then reach for either your toes, ankles, shins, maybe thighs, right? But nice flat back. So like I said, keeping the knees as bent as you need, relaxing your gaze in between your legs. Good, releasing your jaw. Releasing your third eye center, that little space in between your eyebrows. Good. On an inhale, start to roll it up one vertebrae at a time, tracing the tops of your legs with your fingertips, sitting up nice and tall. Bend the knees, plant the soles of the feet on the mat. And you could send the fingertips out in front, and we're gonna roll nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time, until the back of our head relaxes on the mat. Good. Tuck your shoulder blades in towards each other. Walk your feet out as wide as the yoga mat. Your arms can be in cactus arms or out in a T. Lengthen through the back of the neck, so maybe you bring your chin towards your chest. And from here, we're just going to come into some hip rocks. So inhale and exhale, bring your knees over to the left. Good. Inhale back to center. Drop your knees over to the right. Good. One more time on each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop the knees to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop the knees to your right. Good. Inhale to center. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a nice big hug. You can, if you'd like, bring your nose towards your knees so you lift shoulders, head, and neck off the mat. Only if that feels good. If not, continue to relax the back of your head on your mat. All right, just give yourself a nice hug. Receiving your breath and just receiving this nice hug. Notice what it feels like. Good, and when you're ready, let it go. And you can send the legs out long. Relax the arms by your sides, palms facing up. Tucking the shoulder blades in towards each other. Letting the feet relax out to the sides, shutting down the eyes. And just arriving in the final pose of this practice. Letting yourself be here now. Letting go of the practice. Right? It no longer exists. Shutting down the muscles. And just giving yourself permission to fully relax, trusting that your body is receiving all of the benefits of today's practice. All of your cells are rejuvenating and repairing, right? Replenishing your organs. Be here now, right? Arrive here now. Remembering that you always have the conscious choice to arrive here now. You can return to your breath at any moment. Receive your breath, notice it. You can return to your body at any moment. Arrive in your body. You can return to your heart at any moment. Right? I invite you to just listen, to be the conscious observer of your experience. And we all just want to be acknowledged, understood, and loved. And just show gratitude for yourself for acknowledging yourself today, understanding yourself today, and loving yourself today. I'm going to close out the practice here. You can stay exactly where you are, or if you'd like, you can bring your hands in prayer at your heart. Take one breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Bring your thumbs up to your intuition center, that little space in between your eyebrows. Acknowledge your beautiful body, your beautiful mind, and your beautiful spirit. The light in me honors and is the same as the light in you. Thank you for sharing your time and energy with me today. I hope you have a wonderful night. Namaste.
Thank you, Lex.
Thanks, Chris.
Amazing.
Love you.
Love you.
Have a good night. Thank you so much.
Good night. Good
Good
night.
night.